Hey guys, hello, hi. Okay, so, what are we gonna do? We are going to go live today, and we are live, and we're going to be doing Halloween makeup. I am excited. I am so excited to do this. So let's put the hair up. Let's get the hairband and let's do it. I am so excited. What are we doing? I have no idea what we're doing. No idea. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Let me check something really quick. All right, cool. There's something I got from TikTok and they're like, "They're gonna do this." Okay. Hi. Okay, so let's do our makeup. Okay, I was at Halloween Spirit for the first time ever, and I've never been there before, and it was so crazy. The costumes are insane. Like, and the costumes, I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty. I was like, Amazon's a lot cheaper, so. But if you need a costume in a pinch, like, go ahead and go. Okay, so we got some blood here, and we got this. So I'm thinking we could put like blood like on here, and then like do like this. I just saw, if you follow Christine Dominique, she just posted that she did Jennifer's body. And I was like, oh my gosh. I know, like, so, should we do something like that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's first, we kind of got to do a little bit of our face. And then we will go ahead and do that. So I'm excited. And then in a little while, I'm going to be posting my final Halloween look that I did. I'm so excited for that. That's going to be, I think, at 4. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so excited. Hold on. I love this new primer from Maybelline. This one, but I hate the pump. Like, it's pretty bad. But anyway, I love the product though. Okay, so let's try. Sticky. Okay. Alrighty. I'm trying to get if I have any on my neck, I'm trying to get it on there. Okay, so we're gonna do our makeup. Right now I'm going to color correct as usual, but here's the thing. Like, I want to color correct, but then I was like, you know what? It's not, because we're gonna be doing some I need to look like a zombie. So yeah, so we're gonna get our makeup, and then we're gonna use one of my favorite products. It's this one. It's from LA Girl. It's a foundation mixing pigment, but it's white, so it's gonna make our foundation more paler. Yeah, and we're also going to be using my Huda Beauty. This is my favorite foundation. It lasts forever, doesn't cake. I mean, it's literally worth the money. I think I'm going to buy another one during the Sephora sale, because I feel like the coloring, yeah, like I need a little bit of a lighter tone, a little bit, yeah. So let's do some pale, some white, just a dab, and put this blood over here for now. But yeah. Anyway, I was a Halloween Spirit for the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Like, yeah. I really liked it. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And they were all decked out for Halloween. And they have like, okay, now I know where people get their Halloween displays for their house. I know where they get it, because I saw a bunch of Halloween displays there, like you could put in your house. And I was like, oh, I know. I was like, what? They were expensive. But like, I know my neighbors, I know some of them brought it, because that's where they brought their Halloween stuff. So. Okay, yeah, but then, yeah, I was running errands, and I was supposed to get a quilt group, because I quilt, but that ended up not happening, which is good, because I can talk to y'all. I can come live and talk to y'all, so I'm excited. Because, okay, here's the thing. I like to quilt and, like, do all my projects on my own, so I know. I'm such an introvert sometimes. Like, when I get on here, I love talking to you guys, but other times I'm like, oh, yeah. But anyway, I keep getting like somebody wants to co-host with me. I don't want to co-host. I know. It's just me doing my Halloween makeup. Okay, how does it look? Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're doing good. Okay. Next, what should we do? So we've kind of got to look like we're dead. So I'm thinking we just do the eyeshadows and stuff. Yeah. And also I have lash extensions on, so I'm excited. This is the Milk Jumbo pencil that I love using. Boo! Oh, you know what? We need to do the eyebrows too. Okay, let's do that real quick. But, you know, if I'm supposed to be, like, not dead, but, like, a zombie a little bit, like, I think, yes, I do need to do my eyebrows, yeah. Yeah, let's do the eyebrows. Okay, so Encourage your viewers to share the live. If y'all want to tap, so you just tap the screen and tap, 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 tap. And the more likes I get, the more it goes on the TikTok leaderboard that they have. So tap, 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 tap if you want to tap. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so I've been doing my extensions and I'm obsessed with lash extensions right now. Oh my gosh. I bought a huge pack from here on TikTok. I know it's on sale. If I like it, I'll recommend it to you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. wax pomade. Oh, I have that. Okay. But yeah, okay. Should I tell you guys some scary stories? Should we talk about Halloween? Okay. All right. So I grew up in South Texas. If you don't know, I am from South Texas, and the number one story I heard growing up was La Rona. The lady that screamed. So, okay, backstory. My grandparents kind of live near like a creek. And so when my grandparents and my dad and my mom told me this story, it always creeped me out because of that. Like for a while, I didn't want to visit their house because low key, I was scared. Yeah. But anyway, okay, so La Rona is like, okay, something. So, okay, the whole story that I heard, the version that I heard was that she was married to this man and he was a very rich man. So she was married to him, and then he started having an affair, and then from there she like lost it having an affair, or in Spanish it's like, oh, she went loca. So she went loca when she was when he had the affair, and so she went crazy, and it just like humiliated her in front of the whole town. So then she went home to her 3 kids, and then she was so distraught she dragged them all out to the river and herself, and like they all drowned. And so by the time, they say the reason that her spirit roams around is because she basically regretted it when she did it. And so she walks around screaming for her children because basically what my mom and my grandparents have always said is that she basically realized that she did, and her kids went to heaven and she went to hell. So she's stuck here. So yeah, does that make sense? So that's a story, the version that I heard. I know there's different versions because like some people say, oh, it happened near Mexico. Some people say it happened here. So like it depends. Oh yeah, I make a map of my lashes. So it depends where you're hearing the story from. Because I've also heard people from Arizona say the exact same story. So yeah, the scary La Rona story. And then of course, let me see. Let me think. There's the goat man. Oh my gosh, the goat man. So basically, do y'all want the goat man story? Okay. Thanks for tapping. Thank you for tapping. So, okay, the goat man story is crazy. Okay, it is crazy. I did not know this one until recently. So, I know this one because a lot of my family was talking about it. So, basically, this guy was at a dance, right? This was back in the 70s. No, 60s or 70s. It was back in the day. And so, basically, this guy walks in. He's handsome. He's sexy. Everybody loves him. Dances with this one girl all night. And she's like, oh, man. She goes to her friends and is like, man, I met the man of my dreams. And so then they're like, oh, why don't you like go home with him, you know? And she's like, oh, no, I'm okay. Like, you know, I'll see him tomorrow because he was going to show up the next day. So I'll see him tomorrow. And so anyway, her friends and her were like, oh, you know what? Why don't we go find him anyway? You know, like she changed her mind. So thanks for the follow. Thank you. So she ends up following him. When she's following him, she finds out, she sees like a goat there. And she's like, what the heck is this goat doing there? Ends up, it was him. And it had like a human face. And he runs and she never saw him again. Yeah. There's another version that he ran away. And then there's another version that he flew away. Which is insane. Yeah. So either way, he's insane. Now, okay. Here's the crazy thing. So my aunt, I have an aunt. She's like actually she's like my cousin, but she's like my aunt. So anyway, cause she's an older lady, you know. So basically my aunt was at the club that day and she saw it. My aunt saw him. She saw him fly off. She swears that he flew because basically the girls like followed him out to the back of the club. So like, here's the club and like they followed him to the back. And then he turned into that goat. Turned into the goat man. And since everybody saw him, he flew off. Yeah. And my aunt said that she saw him. Yeah. And she swears that, like, after that, guys, she never went to a club again. They actually ended up closing that club. It's still there. The building is still there. It's not that far from where my grandparents live, but I've seen it. Like, it's still there. It does open once in a while, but like for quinceañeras and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a club that people go to still, and it's still alive. But yeah, that's the Goat Man story, and my aunt swears that she saw it. So I know my aunt is crazy. She's led a crazy life, but that's another story. but yeah, and then what's another one? There's so many stories, so many spooky stories. Even the ones that I hear like in Spanish are crazy too. Trying to think, cause okay, there's one. Okay, so it's not the chupacabra. It's what's the word in Spanish? Basically, it's about like this, like a thing, like this thing that flies away. I know if my mom's here, she'll comment what it is. But basically, it's not that. Oh, wait, what is it? There's this tail, and basically, it's like this huge, like not like a moth, but like a bird. And one day, my dad's like, so I'm young. I'm like 13, and so who's excited for NFCP? Oh, I don't listen to NF. Should I try him? Should I listen to his music? Nah, but anyway, so basically the story is that there's this big thing, right? And it's white and it looks like an owl, but it's not. It's like, it has a weird face. And so my dad is like, oh, let's go for a drive. I'm 13 at this point. He's gonna have, oh, okay. You're making me want to try and listen to his music. So I'll listen to NF's music. So, okay. Oh, first off, hold on. With the makeup, what are we gonna do? Before I tell my story about my family. I think we're going to go in and do some red dark looks. So let's do that. So basically, my dad's like, oh, let's go for a drive. So if you live in San Antonio, there's another story about, there's multiple stories. I'm sorry, I'm talking like everywhere. But anyway, so my dad's like, let's go. So we go to the south side. The south side of town is where there's a train track. Okay. This is another story. The train track is a legend here in San Antonio. So basically the legend is that there was kids on a school bus. This was back in the 50s. And these kids were going on a trip, and their bus got stuck on the train tracks, and they couldn't move. And so basically the train was coming, and the bus was stuck, and the doors wouldn't open, and the kids, there was about like 30 kids on this train. And so basically the train came and like killed the kids. So the kids ended up dying, right? And so basically that's the legend of the train tracks. And so they say that these kids roam around the train tracks, and that whenever a car is in neutral, they push them over the hill and over the train tracks to get them off the train tracks. So basically the kids like push any car that's out of the way, so they won't get hit by the train tracks. Does that make sense? So we went there. So my dad's like, let's go to train tracks. So we go to train tracks. And we do the whole thing in neutral. And of course, yes, they push us over. But, you know, low key, like the car's in neutral. Like that's why it's me too. So low key. But anyway, and so we were there. And so we're driving around. There's big old cemeteries in that area. It's a I wish I could have gone this year because I didn't go this year, but yeah, so you go around there, and there's cemeteries and different things. That area is very old. San Antonio is very, very old. You know, the Alamo is old. So, and my family's been here since the 1900s. So I know a lot of these legends because of my family. And so, okay. So then we are driving, and then all of a sudden there's something white flying by. And my mom is like, do you see that? And my dad's like, what are you talking about? Like, there's not nothing flying around, you know? And my mom's like, no, there's something flying around. And then we look, and there's this huge owl just like going by. And this thing is huge. It looked like I can't explain it. It looked like an owl, but like it had the face of a human. It was so crazy. And we saw that for the first time, and I was like, what the heck is this thing? Now, I remember, I'm really young at this point. So we're like screaming, and my dad like freaks out because this thing like almost hit our car. That's how close this thing got. I'm just going to use a neutral color here. And so this thing got super close to our car. So my dad just like guns it because he's so freaked out because this thing was huge. I mean, like I've heard stories of this little flying bird. I can't remember the name of it. I probably gonna have to ask my parents, but I've heard stories of this, that it's chased people. Like, people have been walking through cemeteries and like this thing like flies and like almost kills them. That's how close this thing gets. And it's huge. And so, my family has always kind of heard that legend, and it's a San Antonio, South Texas legend. And so, yeah, we saw it, and my grandparents say that the reason he was by the cemetery is because he protects the cemetery. We've been back there multiple times, and we've never seen it. Yeah, never saw it again. So we really don't know if we weren't there that late though. We were there like at, I think it was like 9. Like, it wasn't even that late. So yeah, it's crazy. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go on my Naruto palette because I love Naruto. And I'm gonna use the red, and we're gonna try and like I'm gonna put the red here, so like looks like I have some blood, and then like over here too. So yeah, but anyway, but yeah, I thought that was crazy. So that's one of the stories. And so what's another one? Let's see. Another one could be kind of like let me see. Hold on. Let me think about it. Let me think. Because I have a lot of different stories that my family has always told me. So I think there's one I heard recently from another storyteller here, and she was saying this. So, okay, a lot of the stories from South Texas and from Mexico are legends, and sometimes some of them are true, sometimes they're not. And there's also ones that are like of witchcraft, because a lot of people here in South Texas and in Mexico practice witchcraft. Like, it's very normal. So if you're gonna hear some spooky stories, some of them will include that, because that's how our culture is. I don't understand it. To me, I don't like that, because it's very scary when you curse someone or you do something to someone. Yeah. So anyway, but okay, hold on. I'm trying to look for like a brighter red. I feel like this is too dark. I'm gonna have to bring out my big palette. Hold on. And so some of the stories that I know are because of that. So, okay. My light went out. Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me turn on this light. See if that works. Hold on. Okay, so there you go. But anyway, so yeah, that's some of the stories. There's more stories that I have. I'm trying to think about it. So there was once a story. This one's a little bit about witchcraft. So, and it's a story that I heard from another South Texas storyteller. She's here in I think she's in the Valley, yeah, which is not that far. The Valley is about 6 hours away from where I live. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a brighter red that I have here in this palette. Okay. So, okay, I don't want to use pinks because then it's gonna look too like childish, you know. But anyway, and also please keep liking the live for me, please. Okay, so anyway, and by the way, I have never gotten any gifts, so if you want to send me gifts. Anyway, so one of the stories is that this guy was one day in his house. Okay, he's in his house and he's minding his own business, having his own life, and then all of a sudden he starts like hearing like, I guess like knocking. And in Hispanic culture, especially Mexican, this was outside of Mexico. So this was outside of Mexico City. So he hears knocking and he's like, who's knocking, you know? And so he goes to the window. Thank God he didn't open the door. So if you open the door at night in Mexico or in the Hispanic culture, some people think that you're welcoming death or you're welcoming something bad. So unless you really know who's at your house at night, don't be opening the door. And most people follow this rule to a T. Most people, if they are going to go to somebody's house, they go like at a certain time. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. I never noticed because I've had some family members that do not go anywhere at night. It's an old school thing that, like, basically if you're out at night, something can happen to you or you're welcoming open. Yeah. It's like an old school thing. So anyway, I'm going to go in with this pink. We're going to try and get rid of not to make the red as harsh. But anyway, so yeah, that's one story. And so basically, so he starts hearing noises, right? And so he ignores it and he's like, oh, whatever, you know, I'm going to go to sleep. And so all of a sudden he is asleep and he keeps hearing it every night for 2 weeks. He keeps hearing like in the front of his house and in the back of his house. He keeps hearing knocking. And he's just like, okay, what is this? So one day he goes outside and he just starts shooting at it and there's nothing there. And so he's like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm getting frustrated. So he goes to go tell a bruja. There's nothing there. And so he's like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm getting frustrated. So he goes to go tell a bruja, which is like a witch. And he tells her what happened. And she's like, well, somebody put something on you because something's going on. Like, obviously, because not only that, he started feeling sick, like to the point where he couldn't function anymore. That he was feeling really sick from his stomach. He was feeling really sick, like migraines and heck. And so basically the bruja is like, hey, there's something wrong. Like, somebody put something on you. And he's like, I don't know who could have done it. And so she's like, well, go cleanse your house, go pray, go do all this stuff. And she gives him a bunch of stuff. And so he goes to go pray, puts the oil, the holy water, a todo, as you say in Spanish. Ay. And so he goes and puts everything on the house and everything. And then all of a sudden, he still hears the knocking. And he's hearing it. And he's like, okay, what is going on? Like, he's losing his mind. Because he's hearing this every night. And it's like, sometimes it keeps happening. Sometimes it doesn't. So he's like, screw it. I'm going to go get some paint. So he has some paint, right? He gets the paint. And he throws it on the tree. Because the tree is the area that he was hearing the knocking. And so he's like, what? I keep hearing knocking. But see, here's the thing, guys. He was hearing the knocking, but there was no one there. There was no one ever there. And so he just like starts throwing paint all around the yard, like in certain areas where he kept hearing the knocking. So then he was like, what? I'm going to go visit my family tomorrow. And so he goes to go see his family. And all of a sudden, okay, he sees his aunt. And his aunt has a bandage around her stomach. And she has paint on her face. She was the one who put the brujeria on him. His own aunt. Because apparently they were fighting and his aunt decided to kind of be like, hey, let's make this fight worse. I know. And so he's like, oh my gosh, you threw the paint. You're the one. Like he's just like freaking out. Like, you're the one. So he just like doesn't know what to do. So he goes to go tell like his family members, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I think he just somebody he trusted, and they didn't tell her, but he ends up going to her later and tells her like, hey, you need to take this brujeria off me. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, you need to take this whatever you put on me, you need to take it off, because this is terrible. Like, I'm getting tired of this. And so basically he keeps hearing the knocking, and ends up that he kind of just gets tired of it, and he tells her to take it off. And in one thing in brujeria is that if you put something on someone, and it's going to come back to you. So basically the aunt ended up getting really sick, and I think from what I remember, I might be wrong. If you guys hear the story, I might be wrong. But basically I think that she died after. Yeah, because sometimes when you do stuff like that, it comes back to you. Yeah. So in our culture, that's how it is. That's why a lot of people, like, whenever you see like these old stories and they're like, they put witchcraft on somebody, like, it's gonna come back to you. That's the one thing. And it's funny because growing up, that's one thing my family, I always say, like, don't do anything to anybody because it's gonna come back to you. Like, always. Yeah, I've always been taught that. And so yeah, he ended up selling the farm that he lived on, and he moved to the city, and he got a job, and yeah. But anyway, this has stayed with him forever. This is like a story. He just couldn't believe that his own family did this to him. Yeah, his own family put a curse on him and stuff. So we're going to go out a little bit here. So yeah, that's one of the stories that I heard. And I'm just like, that to me was crazy, because it's like, what my own family members trying to hurt me? Like, I know, like, so basically he was feuding with his aunt, and she decided to put that on him. Yeah. So I think that looks pretty good. But anyway, so that's one story. And then let's see, what's another one? I'm trying to think of another one. Well, basically, I know we're going to be here like all night. I'm trying to think, because I have so many different stories like in my brain. Yeah, I've been trying to like get them all out so I can tell you guys. Let's see. And then, okay, so where I'm from San Antonio, and a lot of the places here are haunted, right? And so whenever I go near the Alamo, I like feel something, because the Alamo is so old. Sometimes you feel something. And in the hotels, so there's different hotels, right, around the city. And there's a hotel that's right near the Alamo Dome. And right near the Alamo, right? The Alamo Dome's far away. Anyway, it's right near the Alamo. Like, literally the Alamo is like right here, and then here's that hotel. It's like right here. Like, it's super close. And so basically, you can see things there, right? And so one day, from what I remember the story, one day this girl is filming, right? So she's filming there with her group, and they're trying to get like different stories, right? And they're trying to film like in this hotel. And if I can remember the name, I can't remember the name of the hotel. We have like so many hotels that are like Hotel Alma, Hotel Constantine, Hotel. So I don't know what it's a name. Anyway, if my mom remembers the name of the hotel, Mom, it's the one near the Alamo. If you can, yeah, you can comment it. But anyway, so anyway, going back to the story. So this girl's filming there one day. And so she's filming and they keep hearing things. And of course, like in this hotel, you can hear things. My parents one time went to this hotel as well and they've heard things. I have never been inside this hotel. And so, I'm actually going to use a little bit of a darker color right here. But anyway, so this girl's filming there and she keeps hearing things and they keep trying to film, like if they're filming anything, like so they can get like ghosts or whatever, because they're kind of like ghost hunters. And so they're filming like a Victorian style film. It was like a independent film there. And so they're filming but they were also filming, like I said, like different things, like different ghosts and stuff whenever they could get it on tape, you know. And so she's like the back burner, she's filming, and then all of a sudden they keep hearing things and they keep seeing things. And all of a sudden she keeps feeling like somebody's watching her and she has no idea. And she's like, what is going on? Like, am I going crazy? Like, why do I feel like somebody's watching me? So ends up that she's trying to leave this hotel, right? So she's like, you know what? She grabs a sandwich that they had and she goes outside and she starts eating her sandwich. And she's sitting outside of the hotel by the curb, and like in view is the Alamo, so she could see the Alamo. And all of a sudden she looks up at the hotel because she still feels like somebody's looking at her. She looks up and there's an old woman. I'm talking about, she said that she was very old and she was wearing a Victorian style dress and she was standing in the hotel window looking down at her. And like their eyes met and she started like freaking out. She starts like screaming and she's like, oh my gosh, like, well, do you see that? And like nobody else saw it. Because by the time that her friends looked up, she was gone. There was nobody there. And so after that, she like tells the director what happened. And she's like, you know, I don't know if I can film here. You know, like it was so scary seeing her. And so she ends up telling the hotel. And the hotel was like, oh, you just saw like one of the ladies who lives here. And she's like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, she's a ghost that lives here. And apparently she committed suicide inside the hotel. Yeah, why is that hotel still open? I don't know. But anyway, I think it's because it's right in front of the Alamo. Yeah, but anyway, so that's one story. Another story is that my mother and father went to this hotel. And my mother swears that somebody was following her. Like, she says, like, it was a lady in a white dress that was following her. So, go back to now, we think it's the same lady. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, and also, you want to talk about scary stories too. Okay, so let's talk about my dad's work. I don't really want to say where my dad works, but my dad works in an area that's very old as well. And so his whole work area is like, there's different things there. And so he has like different rooms inside this work area. And don't forget to tap for likes if you want to tap. Okay. So anyway, so one day we're there. This area has been haunted for such a long time, guys. It's crazy. And so I'm trying to go a little bit more. But anyway, this area has been haunted for a long time. So one day we're there and my dad gets called to work and it's 11 o'clock at night and he has a call. So he has to go get the part that this person needs. And so we're there in the car and we're talking to my mom. And then all of a sudden, my mom like is frozen. And she is saying, oh my gosh, do you see that lady? And I'm like, and I look and there's a lady who's basically walking. So we're in the car, like right here, and she's walking towards the car. It was the scariest thing because, again, she was a woman that was wearing Victorian style dress and she was wearing whites. Oh my gosh, I got makeup on me. And she was wearing white and it was just so crazy. She was wearing white. And it wasn't the same lady, though. It was not the same lady. It was a different lady. So, because this one, I think, from what I remember, I think she had brunette hair. Yeah, she was a brunette, and she was walking, and me and my mom were, like, frozen. And she was walking for, like, a good minute. Like, we saw her just walking towards us, and we're freaking out. And my mom like starts talking to me, and she's like, oh, it's okay, don't look at her, don't look at it's okay, like trying to calm us down because we're all freaking out at this point. And my brothers, I think they were asleep, but they woke up when they saw like, yeah, heard the ruckus. And so my dad comes out and she's gone. Like, we look at my dad like he's locking it up and everything, and she's gone. And so at this point we're like, okay, what is going on? Like, we're freaking out. And so I was like 15 when this happened. I wasn't too young. And so later I was like, you know what, Mom, let's look at the history of this place. Guys, there was once a horse track in this area, okay? And the horse track had a fire in the 1920s and 1930s era. Like, it was between, I think it was like 1929, 1931, one of those times. And basically there was at the train track, there was a horse that like got all messed up, and somehow a fire broke out, and the whole thing like burned, and like a bunch of people died. And a lot of the people that died were wearing Victorian clothes. So in that area, we always see people in Victorian clothes because of that. So, and it also gets stronger. And there was a time that they died, and I think it was like July or August, one of those, where we start seeing stuff. And the reason why is because that was the day that they died. Yeah. So on the day they died, my dad will either see something or hear something. And a lot of times he'll be hearing things like at work falling. So like the other time he heard like a bunch of stuff fall. Like, I'm telling you, like, he heard all these canisters, all these different things that my dad sells fall. So my dad is like freaking out because he's like, am I getting robbed? Like, it's 6 o'clock at night. He was there by himself, and he opens the door and he just starts looking, and nothing was moved. Nothing was moved. Like, so my dad started putting up cameras, and he has cameras there, and sometimes his cameras will catch like somebody there, but there's nobody there. Like, you'll see some stuff like just randomly move, and there's nobody there. And then like my dad looks at it, it's in the same spot. I know, it's scary. As I say, when I say San Antonio was old, it is extremely old. It really is. I'm going to go in with, I think, a darker color. I'm going to go in with this one. And so, yeah, like I said, it's old. And when I think, oh, San Antonio is really old. Yeah, San Antonio is really old. Because a lot of people see things. So even my grandparents, their area where they live, my grandparents kind of live near downtown. And their area is very kind of haunted as well. And sometimes like I said, they live not by a creek. And so, the La Llorona story was something that was very popular at my grandparents' house because they live near a creek. And a lot of people do on the west side because, it's like there's a creek that runs through it. So basically the creeks all go to downtown and they go to the river walk. That's basically where they go. And so, cause that kind of is the draining, and it used to flood in that area, so it doesn't really flood that much anymore. I'm trying to show y'all what I'm doing. I'm trying to think. Okay, so we want to look like we're dead, little zombies. So I think we're gonna go in with some black. I'm going with this one, and let's go in with my matte palettes. I'm going with, I think, the black color. I know, let's throw in some black. So yeah, that is one of the stories that I have. I'm trying to think of some more. Well, yeah, I didn't grow up with Halloween. I mainly grew up with more like, I'm very like, how do you say it? Like, my family is Christian, so I didn't grow up that much with Halloween, but I did grow up with a lot of spooky stories. So yeah, when I was younger, they would tell us these scary stories like that. So that's where I kind of like started learning all these scary stories. I'm trying to put that area. Yeah. Let's blend it out. I'll use this one. Okay. So yeah, but anyway, so I think I put on too much. Anyway, so yeah, that's some of the stories that I have of kind of my whole like, yeah, scary stories. I'm trying to think of some more. There's so many. Oh my gosh. And then I have like, and then a lot of my friends tell me scary stories too in this area. So yeah, I get some of my friends telling me like, oh my gosh, this happened to me, that happened to me. So I know, right? I'm trying to think of them. But anyway, I'm trying to go for a zombie look. That's kind of what I'm doing right here. So Let's see if I can kind of, is that like too dead? I don't know. Yeah, so we're trying to be like a zombie. We're gonna mess with the blue and everything in a minute, and the blood in a minute. So I'm gonna blend it downwards so I start to look like, I know I'm gonna look scary. My family's gonna hate it. My dad really hates Halloween. Yeah, like he's not a Halloween person. Like I said, he just grew up around scary stories like I did. Yeah, so you know, like I said, in our culture, we're used to it. Let me drink some of my coffee. Isn't this such a cute cup? It says, "Love y'all. I love Texas. Darlene, love y'all. I love Texas." All around it. It's from HEB. I love HEB. Oh my gosh, they have such good stuff. They have some Halloween stuff, and they have a lot of stuff for Dia de los Muertos. So, should we talk about Dia de los Muertos? Okay, so my great grandmother was from Mexico City. So, and for her, she didn't really believe in it. She believed kind of like Catholic. And so basically that all souls go to heaven or hell, right? And that most of my family thinks like that. And so, you know, we don't really believe that they come back. But I will say one thing though, for my family, it's more we go remember the dead. So like I'll go visit their graves or whatever. I don't know, this weekend, I don't know, I might do that, but I doubt it. But I don't know, I don't plan to go see their graves because most of the time I go like when it's their birthday or Christmas or something. I always go and visit my great grandparents because, you know, I do miss them a lot. My great grandmother, my grandma Bertha, she had so many stories, guys. I could get into her stories too, actually. But she was so cool because she actually grew up working in a restaurant because her family ran a restaurant. And so, yeah. Don't forget to tap the screen, guys, if you're in here. Yeah. So basically, she ran a restaurant with her parents, and when her mother died, she had to really run the restaurant. And so my great grandmother was one of the best cooks I've ever met in my life. Like, she knew how to cook. Like, it was intense. So I'm trying to think. Hold on, pause the story real quick. If I should do some glitter, should I be like a glitter like zombie? I don't know. I'm trying to think too if I should. You know, I need to fix my chin. It's too, yeah, I don't like the way it looks. Let me see. I think I'm gonna put some more on it real quick. Yeah, but my great grandmother, she's also a storyteller too. So I think I got it right there. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, but I love telling stories about my grandparents, especially my great grandmother and my great grandfather. Yeah, they were extraordinary people, and I say that because my great grandfather was blind, and my great grandmother, like I said, she ran a restaurant with her parents growing up in Mexico City, outside of Mexico City. And so now that area, I think, is considered Mexico City because we were talking about what area it was recently. And my dad's like, I think that area is Mexico, like a part of Mexico City now because it's so big, you know. But anyway, back then they ran that restaurant, and she says that it was a little, I think I remember one time she said it was kind of traumatic running a restaurant after your mother died because she had to go run the restaurant like right after she died, like the next day. And it was, yeah, that was kind of traumatic for her. So she never said it was traumatic, but the way she said it, like she was going to start crying, I'm assuming, yeah, there was something, you know, that she remembers having to go run a restaurant after that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some liquid eyeliner. I'm trying to think if I should do a spider web. I know. Should we do a spider web? I don't know. And if you're new in here, hi. But yeah, I'm trying to think how we should do the spider web. Hold on. I'm going to do it on my hand real quick. But anyway, I think like this. And then like this. Right? Yeah, I think like that. Yeah. I should have gotten another eyeliner. You know, it's really hard for me to find liquid eyeliner like in a pot. Yeah, I do have brown in the pot, so I can do that. But anyway, but yeah, let's try seeing if we can do spider eyeliner. Spider with a zombie. Well, let's see. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, we're basically just sitting here playing with makeup, basically. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do it upwards. And then downwards. Okay, if this goes wrong, just forget it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, this is coming out so bad. Oh my gosh, this is coming out so bad. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's coming out so bad. Oh, thanks. I think I'm gonna just do something real quick. Hold on. Okay, let's try it again. I have another eyeliner here. You know what? I feel like an eyeliner's running out. Is this one that my cousin got me? I don't even know if it's good. This is a terrible. Yeah. Oh, that was terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, well. Alright. Well, we're not going to do spider eyeliner because my eyeliner is terrible and I don't have eyeliner. So that'll have to happen another day. But, you know, I'm really excited for Thanksgiving and for Christmas because I feel like it's going to be so much fun. And I brought the Grinch palette, guys. And I'm so excited. I know. We're going to have so many cool looks. Yeah, let's just take it off. We'll just redo it. Okay. I'm going to go in with my... Hoda is being used a lot today. But yeah, I'm excited because I got the Christmas Grinch palette. And I'm like, I can do so much cool stuff with it. I know. I'm like, ugh. Okay. You're probably like, Pamela, you messed up. How are you gonna fix it? I'm just gonna go back in and blend it out. There we go. Yeah. Bring that. I think that looks good. Okay. I hear my neighbors doing something. I'm like, what are they doing? But don't forget to tap and like the live, guys. Okay. And then we're going to go back in with the black. Yeah. But anyway, see what I mean? Makeup could go either way. It could go bad, could go good. You never know how it's going to go. Yeah. All right. We're just going to do a normal basic wing. Normal basic wing. Yeah. I think this one is running out of eyeliner. Yep, it is. Ah! There we go. I'm going to fill it in with my black, so don't worry. Oh my gosh. Whenever I do my eyeliner, I always get people saying, "Oh, your eyeliner looks so good." I know they curse me like. Yeah, this is just a Wet n Wild one, so. Okay. And don't forget to like the live if you're just joining us. See, there you go. I'll fill it in. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, so what was I talking about? We're talking about scary stories, right? And then we're talking about my family and my great grandparents and my actually my grandparents, my dad's parents, my grandparents, they are really unique in general too. Yeah, so I love both of them. Yeah, I was blessed to know my great grandparents. So yeah, looks good. I look very zombie-ish. I feel like I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Alrighty. So what should we do now? Should we start doing the blood? Should we start messing with the blood? Okay. Don't look at my hands because it looks like I was playing with paint. Okay. So let's start with the blood. Let's open this up, guys. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. Where's my spatula? Okay. So in order to get it, like I got I'm a zombie. I'm gonna use the edge of this and go like that and like that and like that, and then go like that and like that and like that. So honestly, I just love sitting and playing with makeup. I feel like it's so therapeutic. You know, when I got sick, I started realizing like, hey, I feel like I couldn't do much. I couldn't control that. But a lot of things I could control was my makeup. And I think that's why I love makeup so much, because it's so much fun. And I feel that, oh my gosh, I can do so much with it. So, and it's very, like I said, it's therapeutic for me. I'm trying to open this. I've always felt like makeup is something that is my safe place. That I always, if I feel bad in any way, I go do my makeup. If I feel sick, I go do my makeup. Like, it's always just, yeah. And I mean bad, like, mentally, too. Because I feel like it's helped me kind of overcome some stuff, too. That makeup has helped me. So, yeah. It's its own therapy. That's why when some people say makeup is therapy, for me, it kind of is. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. This is, like, blood, like, consistency. Ooh. Wow. Is this gonna do that? Oh, this looks too watery. Look. Okay, well. If I can't do the look I want... What are my neighbors doing? I keep hearing them yelling. Are y'all arguing? Okay, you know what? I completely remembered. I just forgot to contour. This is the bronze contour stick from ColourPop, and this is in Laguna Beach. So she's really in... The inspiration I'm using is Jennifer's Body, so she has really good cheekbones, and I know. So let's see if I can kind of copy her cheekbones a little bit. With this, and I need a better brush, so I think I'm gonna go in with this for my nose. So, because I feel that I did use this one yesterday, and my nose did not come out that good. So yeah. Okay, it's only 1. Okay, I was like, what time is it? Is it late? Yeah. I'm gonna try and post my makeup look today a little bit late, either at 4 or 3, so you guys can see it. I am so excited for you guys to see it. The anime I'm cosplaying is one of my favorite animes ever. So Fruit Baskets. Oh, I let it slip. It's a little out there, but I like it. Yeah. I want no harsh lines, because yesterday I had harsh lines. So, and you're probably like, are we gonna do concealer? I think so. I just want to make sure that I have like the blood look first, so I can kind of know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna contour here. Yeah, but I'm excited for you guys to see it. So yeah, and I always follow back. So if you follow me, I will follow you back. I always follow back. Okay. We're just contouring. See how my chin looks? See how it looks better a little bit. So you guys can see a little bit more. Okay, and don't forget to tap like the live. Please, 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 please. What? We just entered the D ranking? Oh my gosh. I know. You know what it is that I'm hearing on my neighbors? It's that the kids are going to come out early. That's what it is. I'm like, what am I hearing? Yeah, the area that I live in, the kids are going to get out really early. And you know, it's funny. Like my mom was saying, she was a kid, she never got out early for Halloween, and now they're letting them out early. Yeah. And like one of my friends was saying that her kid was like, oh, they're gonna do pizza and stuff. And she's like, I thought this was cool. Like, but I feel like kids should have fun. So I know, I'm like, just let them do it. Yeah, so they can have some fun. So I think that looks good. Oh my gosh, that changed the whole look. Wow, I changed my face shape actually. I feel like this area is contoured too much. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. How does that look, guys? What do you think? Like it? Like the live? Likey, please. I know a lot of people are working, and like I said, other ones are picking up their kids, so. Do I look like a zombie? Okay. If you're not going to say yes, I mean, I know. What are you doing? You know, we're not going to use this liquid blood because it's not going to give me the effect that I want. So, that is not what I want. I wanted like a consistency. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to ruin my lipstick that I have here. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, I'm screwed. I'm trying not to cuss. Let's see. Is this going to work? All right, so I'm going to try and go like that. Oh! It worked. It worked, guys. Oh! Okay. So what I did is I got this. This is my red Maybelline. Oh, wow. I'm gonna try and go into the eyebrow. Yeah. Wow, how many slashes should I do? Should I do more slashes or should I do less? Because I feel like if somebody goes like that, that's why I'm like, should I go 5? Should I do 5? Like one right here, one right here. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should I do more? Should I do more lines or no? Come on. I know some of you just watch me silently, so tell me, what do you guys think? Should I do more? Or should I do less? Should I do more? Or should I do less? I'm guessing to do one more. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I wanted to do it like right here, so. And just don't worry, I will be taking this off later. Like I'm not gonna trying to do it so it'll come like. I'm not gonna be wearing this the whole day, I think, but. Oh, it's kind of crooked. Oh well. Going at this angle, yeah, it's really kind of weird. Okay. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. I shocked myself. Yeah. Let's see. My vision is that I go in a little bit with a little brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the red still. I'm going to mix it with the red I have over here. Hold on. Look at that. That's pretty good, yeah. know, I'm like shaking doing this. And remember, you follow me, I follow you back. This one's too thick. Okay. And I think we're gonna go into a little bit of a burgundy. Hold on. Like that color. Yeah. There you go. What do we think, guys? Oh, also, guys, don't forget that Bath and Body Works is having their candle sale. Yeah, so don't forget. I'm excited. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Hi, for everybody who's joining. You know what? I'm gonna clean this up with concealer. Don't worry. Yeah, because some of it's a little messy. So, like, this one's too messy right here. I'm new to all this, so, yeah. Okay, let's go in with concealer. Clean it up. First, let's close this. I just can't believe we're using a lipstick. That was crazy. Yeah. Where's the lid? Okay, here it is. Yeah, but anyway, let's go into concealer and then we'll put on the fake blood because I have fake blood. So yeah, fake blood. Don't look at my hand. And you know, I have like these like things where you mix stuff up, and I completely forgot to use them. Yeah, the completely forgot, so it's okay. I'm shaking. Okay. Then I'm gonna take, where's that brush at? Where did I put the brush? Hold on. No. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Is there anything else I should clean up? Let's see, all right there. And don't forget to like the live, guys. Like the live. Kinda, you know what? This effect is pretty good because it looks like I got like like what happened to her? She got and she got turned into a zombie. I think we need to go brighter red in the eyes, so let's do that. We're gonna be here all day. Nah, I'll probably get off in a little bit because 31 and I've been on since 12, so TikTok can officially say I've been on longer because TikTok was telling me like, oh, you've only been on for so long, and I'm like, girl, I know. I'm like, give me a second, like, give me a minute to breathe, like. I love being on here and talking to you guys. And I know whenever some of y'all talk, I don't know. Don't forget to follow back too. Okay. So, I know I'm thinking I need to go red. I wonder if I should. bring out the lipstick. Yeah. So it's more red. Yeah, there you go. Because I feel like it's too perfect. Yeah. Okay, so anyway. So what should I talk about? I'm trying to think of more scary stories. I don't have too many, but I'm trying to think of some. And I'm gonna go in with the red, and I'm gonna do my lips real quick. Hold on. My chapped lips are kind of perfect, so. How does it look? Wow. I know. Sorry, I hit it. Oh my gosh. This is pretty good. Wow. Pretty cool. What do you guys think? Tell me. What do you think? Spill the tea. Gory. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Should we go in with the blood, the splatter? Okay. So I have a brush here. And where's that flat tool that I was using? Hold on. You're like, what are you going to do with that? I have an idea and a vision. Where'd that tool go? Did I put it over here? Hold on. I have makeup stuff all over the place over here. Okay. Wow. I don't want to dip it. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I don't want to dip my whole brush, but I think I'm going to. Okay. Because I wanted to do like blood splatter. Let's see if I can do it. I think at the top it needs to be more. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I know. I look so talented. Wow, this blood is so cool. Oh my gosh. Bride of Frankenstein. Oh, don't get me started on the new Frankenstein movie. Oh my gosh. Going with the brush now. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the most Halloween look I've never. I did see the new Frankenstein movie. It's so good. Like I'm obsessed with it. Like, look at this. This makeup is all over the place. I love it. Oscar Isaac is amazing in it. Jacob Aridotti, or how you say his name? Oh, he's so good. They're all so good. There's so many. If you guys have seen it, let me know. Like, I love it. It's so good. So what should we do for the eyes? Should we do some blood on the sides? Or is that too much? I also thought about maybe doing some right here. says that my life's gonna end. What? Okay. I was like, hey, don't do that to me, TikTok. I'm over here. We're doing Halloween looks over here. Like, what? We're going way too far with Halloween looks over here. I know. I'm gonna have to clean my makeup area because it's gonna have makeup all over it. How does this look? What do you think, guys? Does it look good? Do I look gory? Do I look like I just went her? Her. Her. Ah, thank you. I'm obsessed. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. Wow, this came out really, really, really good. I'm shocked. I had a vision in my head, and this is low key what I had in my head. Like, I feel like that's it. What do we think, guys? What do we think? All right. I think that's good. What do we think? Now I'm gonna go in with a lip oil on my lips. See if we can. Yeah, let's use that as a. How does that look? Okay, let's take down the hair. Let's. What do we think? I'm gonna have to go and wash off my face after this. But what do we think? Does it look good? Does it look good? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It looks so cool. This is so different. Should I put blood anywhere else? I'm trying to think. Where else? Like, I know, I was thinking, like, low-key, like, maybe, like, over here. Like, downwards. What do we think? How does it look? Let me know. I know not too many people are watching, but like, let me know. So this is my first really big blood, yeah, makeup look. So yeah, I like it. I'm also like so excited for Christmas. Yeah, I love Halloween, like the makeup side of it. Yeah. So this is gonna be cool. But yeah, I'm like so excited for Christmas, so I can do looks for that because you guys are gonna like it. I love like Christmas, so that's like my favorite holiday. So what do we think though? Wow. Yeah. Well, I've been on for an hour and I think I'm gonna get off. I'm probably gonna take a bunch of pictures and take a video and then post this. I'll be posting a lot today, and if you decide to follow me, I always follow back. Thank you. Oh, bloody thank you. I always follow back, guys. That's one thing about me. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the love. And yeah, have a safe Halloween. Please stay safe. Okay, praying for everyone to stay safe. Have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for everybody who liked and who came in and stayed and whoever. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. This will be up on my YouTube today. I'm going to go do that. But yeah, I'm excited. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great Halloween. See you later. Thank you so much. See you guys later. Bye.